In Ghana still find the need to use chemicals for crop protection because they lose about 1/3 of their annual crop yields to pests and diseases. This is according to PPRSD. So we provide them with a solar-based insect trap system. It comes with a simple stand, a plastic basin, and a LED light. And so this has been automated with a sensor and a board that is programmed, so at night it automatically comes on, and based on the principle of phototaxis, that's the ability of an insect to move towards a source of light at night. They come around the light and they are trapped in water we put in here. We also add some form of alcohol or maybe soap, so it could be soapy water, for it to paralyze the captured insects so that they don't escape again. Yeah. We have beneficial insects and the non-beneficial ones. So most of the beneficial insects like the bees and some wasps, they are those that actually move out during the day in search of food and other activities. But the pests, those that are harmful, are usually nocturnal. That is, most of their activities are at night. And apart from this, the life cycle of the insect, the adult, it lays the eggs, and these eggs will hatch into larvae. So mostly the larvae, they could act both day and night, but the adult insects mostly come during the night. And so our target is to capture the adults, because in the case of the 4-army worm, it lays about 1,500 to 2,000 eggs on the surface of the leaves. And so if we are able to capture it, it means we're actually saving the plant from over 2,000 larvae that could devour on it. And so that's why we are targeting the adult insects. They act usually at night.
On one of its frequent visits to a poultry farm in Midyea, located in the Gan West district of the Greater Accra region. Today, they are here to assess the effects of their insect-based protein feed project on the growth of some 20 sample chicks.
The group to my right here is feeding on our project feed, which I said earlier, that is composed of our insect-based protein source. The other team here, which is the conventional feed, are feeding from a feed mix whose main protein input is obtained from soya bean meal. They are currently 1 week old, and over the period, we'll be measuring them against these 4 key areas. One is the feed efficacy, as far as they convert the feed that we give them into flesh.
For day-old chicks, the average weekly mortality rate stands at 1.4%. But thankfully for these gentlemen, all the 20 birds under investigation are alive and sound. With a good sign on the feed's effect on mortality, it's now time to check another important aspect of the chicks' growth, their weight.
Okay, this is 50. 56. 54.
On an average, the Prosex-fed birds weighed 5 to 6 grams more than the birds on the conventional feed. Owner of the farm, Vida Vroom, curious of the benefits of Prosex, introduced the feed to her 4-week-old birds. The decision, she says, was a good one, as she's already seen good results.
If you come to mortality, if I'm able to raise about 100 birds, I think with the conventional feed I can lose about 5 to 10%. But the insect feed, I think it's about 2 or 1%.
At UGreen, we've realized that urban dwellers finding vegetables is a serious challenge. You have to get up in the morning, struggle to the market, struggle with prices, and not even that, you struggle with quality as well. So what we are doing at UGreen is that we want the urban dweller to be able to control the quality of what he eats. So what we do essentially is build gardening units that allows you to have your own vegetables growing in your house. Basically, it is a unit based on hydroponics technology. You can grow your vegetables, whatever you want to grow, whatever vegetables you eat in your house, on it, and it's right there with you in the house. So basically, you have your plant holes. It's a whole setup. You have your plant holes, and it's based on hydroponics technology, which is growing crops without soil. Right? So we use water to grow our crops. So it's basically a setup. You have your plants in it. You have your nutrient solution at the plates. The solution waters the plants, and the plant just grows in the unit continuously.
How big?
So we have a 1.5 by 1.5 square meter space. Yeah, and you can grow in it. Actually, if you want, we can build it to be smaller than that size to fit any space you want. And we grow vertically. So space is not really a problem for us. If you need additional produce, if you need less produce, we can build to fit the space that you have.
All right, so we're continuing with our conversations on the KIC Challenge. I've got 3 teams out of the 11. We've been talking to them the whole of this week, really. So we've got 3 teams in the studio, representatives of the team. So there's Dorcas, Kwabena, and Peter. Good morning to you guys.
Good morning.
We've just seen your innovations, but I want to find out a bit more about where you have come from. So maybe I'll start with you, Kwabena. Were you like jobless, looking for a job when you heard about the challenge?
Well, I've been a career marketer in my life, and when I saw this, I'd always wanted to be able to run my own business and also be able to create an impact. And so I joined the challenge.
But this is agric.
Yes, this is agric.
It's not an easy area if you don't have the background.
Of course, but one thing is about the passion that you have, and when you have passion, you can always replicate it anywhere you find yourself. So because it was tech, I said, this is something that I can really try. I went in there, and then we met over the period. I don't know if I can give you a roadmap of how the whole thing went. So first of all, we went over to Shy Hills, where you're being taught about.
Yeah, I saw you guys.
Yes.
We watched on TV.
Of course, and this is an area where teamwork is really being built. You're trained to be able to look out for your fellow teammates, and that really bonded us together.
So at that point, your team had been formed already?
It hadn't been formed.
Okay.
So then we came back. We were taken through a series of road tours. We went to parts of the country, to Eastern region. We saw wonderful companies and what we were doing, and we were very much inspired. And along this way, that is how you get to have ideas of what you can really do for yourself, and then you're being driven. Yes.
Okay, so you discovered yourself in a whole new kind of area, I guess, because going through all the drills and the places that you've been. Dorcas, what's your own experience? What were you doing before the challenge?
Well, I'm currently working with the Ministry of Gender.
Okay.
And I have a background in business administration and total quality management.
Okay.
So basically, I'm into the tech community. So anything that you do to add value to another sector, we always embrace it. So we started building something around agric. So when the Agritech Challenge came, I started to join and then add my inputs to make the world a better place.
Peter, what were you doing?
Well, I'm a biomedical engineer, so I used to work with a biomedical engineering firm.
Okay. You stopped the job because of the challenge?
Yeah, essentially.
Wow.
Well, I was thinking about creative ideas to impact. You know, as an engineer, you always have such designs in your mind, ideas to do new things. And when I saw the Agritech Challenge, I was like, why? Let me give it a try.
Okay, so how has the journey been so far?
Well, so far it's been great. It's been kind of roller coaster, ups and downs, you know, but in all, it's been good.
Tell me about your teammates. How many are you?
Yeah, we're actually 3 in the team. Myself, 2 others, another Peter Agboga, and then Isaac Atayiri.
How did you find yourselves?
Well, I would say it's fate, because when we went to Shy Hills, my bedmate was Isaac Atayiri, so we just picked it up from there.
You were helping each other climb.
You know, that kind of thing. And then when we were going on the road trip, my bus mate happened to be Peter Agboga, so we just tracked it all together. We brought it home.
Great. Yeah. Okay. Dorcas, your teammates.
Oh, my team.
How many?
We are 4.
Okay.
We are 2 ladies and then 2 young gentlemen.
Okay.
So Evelyn has always been my roommate. So coincidentally, when the team formation came, it wasn't really a big deal.
Yeah. And you guys got along well, because you know where two or more women are.
2 or more women are, but we are proving ourselves wrong. That thing is just. It's just a mere
saying. It's just something
that
people say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great. So what are the expertise in the team?
Okay.
So you are the tech person.
I'm not a tech person. I'm the communications lead, and I assist with research and development as well. So we have a tech person in the name of Joshua Pukwajiman. He is in charge of IoT. He's the IoT president. Yes. And then we have an agricultural specialist in the name of Erasmus. He is a farmer, 9 years experience. So he's really contributed a lot to our research and then what we are doing now.
Okay.
And we also have the other lady, that's Evelyn. She's into procurement.
Okay.
So we have diverse skills, and then it's a solid team, I can see.
Great.
Yeah.
Kwabena?
Yes.
Your team members, how many? First of all, how many?
We are four guys.
Okay.
Myself and then 3 other good guys. Nanaya was a civil engineer. When I first met him, I met him when we were going for the interview to be part.
Okay.
And just there, as if by some kind of revelation, I knew this person would be my teammate.
Okay.
We were never even on the road trip together. He was in another bus. But we came together and then we were able to form. The next person is an agricultural engineer, Emmanuel J. Buedi, another very committed and passionate person. And they are the ones who crunch the numbers. I get to be the words guy. Then there is a tech lead, Selassie Pekka. He's also helping us with the tech aspect of our business.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Peter, I think I didn't ask about the specific expertise that your colleagues bring to the team.
Well, for my team, we have Peter Agbuga. He's the finance guy. He has a background in business and finance.
Okay.
Isaac has a background in agronomy and biotechnology. Myself, I'm the technical.
You're the engineer.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, now let's talk about the innovations, what you have developed. I'll start with you, Dorcas. Tell us about your products.
Okay, first of all, out of the market research, we came out with a finding that most Ghanaian farmers lose about 30% of their crop yield to pests and diseases. And because of this situation, they find the need to use chemical pesticides for crop protection. But what really triggered the whole idea was the European Union placing a ban on Ghanaian vegetable market. Around 2014-2017, Ghana lost $13 million out of this situation. So we realized that food safety is very key. So why don't we adopt something like a green technology in order to promote organic produce and curb this situation? So out of it, Farm Code is leveraging on the green technology to provide an automated insect pest trap system that seeks to reduce the population of pests on farms.
Okay, so that's what we're seeing on the screen.
Yes.
That's your product.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So that's it's based on the source of power is solar. Yes, and then it works basically at night. We realize that most insects are nocturnal, and in order to control them effectively, you have to attack them during the night. So this has been programmed with a sensor, and then when it's placed on the farm, and darkness falls on it, it automatically turns on. And then working on the principle of phototaxis, the ability of insects to get attracted to a source of light. So once it's there, the insects come around it, and then they get trapped into the solution, the basin over there, and then we go.
So when you tried it on the farm. What kind of farm was it?
We tried it on a maize farm at PPRSD.
Okay.
And it worked. The only concern was it attracted some beneficiary insects. But you know, even with the usage of chemical pesticides, beneficiary insects are still affected. So we are still.
So how long did you place it on the farm? How long did you leave it there for? It
runs throughout the night.
Okay.
So daytime, whatever you gather, then you either pour it or you still leave it there till the next night.
Okay. So what did the farmer, this particular farmer whose farm you did this, what did he make of the innovation?
It's very great. The only challenge we had was the ability. We had a challenge, a power challenge.
Okay.
For the conservation energy of the solar to be able to extend throughout the night.
Okay.
But as it stands now, we have really perfected it.
Okay.
And then it works effectively.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
We will talk about the 50,000, don't worry, and what it could do to this innovation. Let me talk to you, Pamela. Tell us about your creation.
Yes, so our creation came about because of the high imports associated with chicken. As of last 2 years, 2017, about $135 million worth of chicken was imported in the country. A whopping $135 million leaving the country is something that really touched us. So we took a closer look at the industry and then realized that the local poultry farmer's produce in form of chicken wasn't able to compete fairly on the market as far as foreign imports is concerned. Then we had to do something. Another look indicated that protein constituted about 52% of the entire feed mix, and feed cost alone accounted for about 70% of the entire production cost. So if you could help the farmer, then you solve the key pain, which is reducing feed cost. So we decided to come up with a cost-effective insect-based protein substitute, and that is what you can see as we have here. Entopac.
Okay, why the name Entopac?
Well, it's ento is from insect.
Okay.
So ento with a pack, we are trying to project the insect. And what is really exciting about this is because we raise the larvae of an insect, and then we raise them on organic waste streams. So in as much as we are solving the problem of the farmer, we are also solving the problem of waste in the industry.
Okay, so Entopac, what are not the competing products, but how does it look like in that space? What would Entopac be competing amongst? How does that space look like?
Yes, so we have the feed, we are competing with other feed manufacturing industry.
Okay, are there a lot?
Yes, there are a lot of feed manufacturing
So
industries.
how is yours different?
Ours is different in the sense that we give the power to the farmer to be able to formulate his own feed. And within the market, you realize a lot of farmers are looking to formulate their own feed to cut their cost. So Entopac is a fully fledged protein concentrate. All the farmer needs is to add maize, wheat bran, and a little soya bean according to the formula that is being supplied.
Okay, but what is there? What is already mixed?
Yes, what is there is already mixed. Yes, they don't have the option.
But in terms of cost, is yours going to be cheaper than what's already on the market?
Yes, it's going to be cheaper. Let me tell you a scenario. When we were having our pilot at a media, the farmer that we used at Grace Farm Media usually spent about 490 cedis on the feed. Because of the use in formulation, we brought in the Entopac. We cut down the feed cost by 280 cedis.
Oh wow, that's significant.
Yes, and we are even looking at cutting it up to 30%. But in this case, I think it went up to a little above 30%, which is very, very great for the farmer.
Nice, good to know. Peter, you're saying I can do my own, we say backyard farming. Yeah. You have an innovation. Describe that to us.
Well, back in the 70s, during the Achampon region.
Were you born?
No, I wasn't born anyway. My parents told me about it. There was something called Operation Feed Yourself.
Yes.
Yes. And based on that, and looking at our urban space right now in Ghana, it's occupying about 50% of the population households. We have challenge of space. You want to farm, but there's no space. What do? You just go out there and buy the vegetables in the market. And now we've realized that there are wastewater.
They use mortuary water and
I wouldn't say much about wastewater.
I have heard. I'm telling you what I've heard.
Yeah, so wastewater as well as the use of pesticides. It's really detrimental. My colleague here or my friend here said the EU banned our vegetables. So what happens to us? We consume those vegetables in here. So we are not safe. So what we are doing is that we are bringing up a system where you can grow your own vegetables in your home.
Okay.
Yes. So with this, we are using...
What kind of vegetable?
You can grow all types of leafy vegetables.
Okay.
Including horticultural, flowers, herbs, what have you. Now, we are using a soilless medium, right? We are growing using a water nutrient solution, which is pumped up to the various plants, as you saw in the previous picture.
So is that it?
Yes, as you can see over there. So those are the plant holes.
So is that the how do you describe pipes? Can you freeze the picture for us so we can look at it and he will explain? Yes.
No problem. So those are our planting holes where you put in your various plants or seeds.
So are they pipes?
Yes, let's say pipes.
Okay.
For now.
All right.
Yes, so
so that bowl with
so
the
that's
water
your nutrients.
is there. Okay.
The nutrients in there, which is prepared by us. Then we have a pump, a submersible pump, which pumps the nutrients upwards into the hole.
Okay.
And feeds into all the various holes and comes back into the container and goes back. So you are recycling the nutrients. So you are actually reducing the carbon footprint as well.
No soil at all?
No soil.
So where did you test this?
Yeah, this has been tested at the Crop Science Department of University of Ghana.
How big was it where you tested?
Well, this is a 30-hole plant, so you can grow 30 heads of vegetables.
So what did you grow?
We grew lettuce.
And
then this grew 3 times faster
than
growing on the open field.
Great.
Yes.
And it looked fresh and everything.
It looked fresh and everything.
Did you eat it?
Yeah, we ate it. I think we brought it to our final pitch and some of our friends wanted to take some home.
So, okay. Wow, I'm excited. Listen, it's going to be difficult because it's 11 of you, great innovations that you've been describing. Just real quick, in 30 seconds, each of you, what would it mean to win this competition? There's 50,000 on it, but it comes with a whole lot.
Now, this opportunity, right, would not only help us, but to help the entire urban space in Ghana to make vegetable consumption as well as other produce very, very, convenient, and would be able to get cure ourselves from that lack of quality on the market. Yeah.
Great. Dorcas,
okay.
$50,000.
$50,000.
Have you dreamt about it already?
In fact, it's one of the factors that really motivated me.
It was the money,
to join. But when I came in, I realized it's a different thing altogether. As we stand here, with or without $50,000, we are winners.
I like that.
We are winners. Yeah. So I'm very grateful to KIC for this platform. At least when you meet other investors and they are seeing the business sense in what you are doing, that one alone is enough motivation that even if you don't get the funding, as a team, you can build that resilience to be able to sustain the business. Yes.
That's the spirit. Kwabena?
Yes, for us, $50,000 will also help us. And since our product revolves around the 3 Ps, people, planet, profit. People, because we have a lot of challenges with hunger, people going hungry, and then farmers being unable to compete on the market. Will be able to help the farmer be able to better compete. In terms of profit, we are making profits for ourselves and then our partners, whilst at the same time giving profits also to the farmer. Last night I was doing some math. You realize that of the $135 million, even if you halve it, you have $7.5 million, and you divide among 670 people, they will have $100,000 each. If this capital is retained, it will help the industry boom a lot. Then about the planet, we are talking about waste. We are talking about carbon footprint as a result of the mass cultivation of soybean meal, which is used on the market. So when you're able to have this money, we will be able to create these impacts. We will be able to help empower farmers and be able to keep them sustainable. But just like Dorcas, my colleague, did say, even if we don't have it, the passion alone speaks it all. A lot of investors are out there, and we will be able to ride on that to be able to reach this goal.
Fantastic. Guys, I wish you the very best. I know one of the things that the Cosmos Innovation Center also tries to do is to try to get other corporate entities to recognize the innovations, what these guys have been creating. So you're perhaps watching us. You can adopt, you can be part of it even as an entity to support these great innovations. So all the best in the finals.
Thank you.
I can't say may the best person win because you're all like everything that you created is incredible. So we'll see how that goes. So we've got some more challenges that we will be hosting tomorrow here on the AM show. Watch out for that. Now, celebrating hard work and corporate excellence under the distinguished patronage of the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the Ghana Investment Promotion Center presents the 18th edition of the Ghana Club 100 Awards to honor 100 companies that are blazing a trail in their respective industry. Theme is Sustainable Agriculture, the bedrock of Ghana's industrialization drive. The venue is the Kempinski Hotel, Gold Coast City, Accra, and the date is tomorrow, Friday, 15th of November, 6 p.m. prompt. There are limited tickets available on sale at the front desk of the GIPC office. Join us in celebrating Ghana's captains of business. For further inquiries, kindly call these numbers: 0302 665 12529. You can also call 0244 877 583. Better still, you can reach them on 0244 389 191. Ranking partner Ensign Young, title sponsor Agrocom, platinum sponsors B5 Plus, Olam Ghana Limited, gold sponsor SGC Net, supporting sponsors MTN, Newmont Ghana, M&G Pharmaceuticals, Goyle Limited, in Mexico Ghana Limited, Accra Brewery, Casapreco Company Limited, Agric Development Bank, McDan Limited, Stanbic Bank, Exim Bank, Media Partners, Ghanaian Times, Multimedia Limited, Daily Graphic, Gold Street Business, City FM, Ghana Web, GNA, Peace FM, Media General, Ghana Club 100, celebrating Ghana's business leaders. So if you want to be part, which is tomorrow, grab a ticket. Now, don't you just hate it when your data runs out in the middle of something very important? Well, Surfline, Ghana's first, only true 4G LTE network, has introduced a bundle that is guaranteed to give you total peace of mind all throughout the month. Surfline's always on bundles gives you unlimited data that never stops for the whole month. So no need for unexpected expenses in the middle of the month on internet data. The always on bundle from Surfline guarantees that. So here's what you have to do. Just dial *718 *77 hash. It's *718 *77 hash to purchase an always on bundle. That's how it's called. And do that today. The always on bundle is also available at Surfline shops, Shell shops, Express Pay, eTransact, Slide Pay, Haptel, and Koba electronic platforms. Surfline always on bundle, pure unlimited bundle that never stops. Surfline, it's about time.